it's supposed to feel.
I said, are y'all ready, Experience? Team, how y'all feel? Fired up!
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind.
These choices determine the difference between who you are and who you could be.
I never miss, that's fact. Taking big swings, put your hand to the bat. Put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag.
You have your own challenge, but you can make a decision. You can either make money or you can make excuses.
You have to have the willpower to pull that power tool out that's inside of you and just go for it.
There's a lot of painful stuff that happened in my practice company. The reason why I grew up this much is because I learned a lot from them. The pain might be not my fault, but my healing is my responsibility.
It was a temporary pain for a lifetime of gain.
If you don't believe in you first, you can never ask someone else to believe in you as well. This is not a fake it till you make it, guys. Stop listening to that stuff.
My name, but they holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games. I just do it.
We need a vehicle, the fastest vehicle that we could find in this industry, and that's what? Superior.
No matter what happens, there's always something to be grateful for.
After death, to be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath. I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread.
9.5 years ago, on January 22nd, 2014, a vision was born. A vision of freedom, a vision of righteousness, a vision of equality, a vision of becoming the best damn financial services company this world has ever seen.
Your belief will build your endurance. You know how you say to someone, hey, let's build your list. What 3 people would you call in the middle of the night if you have a flat tire or something like that? How many people use that line? Okay, are you that person for your people?
True greatness is shown through one's works and actions, the way in which you impact the lives of others. Greatness does not make excuses or shy away from failure. Greatness is hard, but folks, hard defines greatness. Continue to be great, Experience.
Did my past dictate my future? So listen, I'm not worried about your current track record. I'm worried about where you're going. The past is in your head. The future is in your hands.
We can't hear you, Troy.
Troy, you on mute. Unplug your headphones. There you go. Well, I thought that was you. Still can't hear you, brother. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you, John.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
There you go, sir.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know what that was all about. All righty then. Let's go. Well, let me say it again. Hello, 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 and Grand Rising experts and friends. Welcome to the show. Before we begin, I want everyone to send out your last minute text to make sure we can pack the house. Note, our housekeeping rules are as follows. Keep your success, number 1, keep your success stories to 2 minutes or less, or the clock will get you. Number 2, keep your devices on mute until you are ready to speak. So, last but not least, let's count down together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grand Rising and welcome to Good Morning Experts. I'm Troy Gandy, your index voice of inspiration, and I have the extreme pleasure to present to some and introduce to others none other than the host of this morning's Pass the Ball segment, a man who has the reputation of being a master builder. He is a six-figure ring earner, shareholder, and Gold Legacy member. Known to this family as the man of courageous conversations, Uncle Ja.
Woo! Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Troy.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, can everybody hear me loud and clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we'd like to welcome everybody to this Turned Up Tuesday, the X Game edition of Turned Up Tuesday. We got a great show for y'all this morning. Real quick, just remember, get your points in. I told y'all, people are moving quietly and silently, but they stacking up points. So don't let nobody put you to sleep and stack some points up against you and eat your lunch. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know how we like to do. I got 3 questions for y'all. Come off of mute if you can, so I can feel y'all's energy this morning. So with that being said, team, how y'all feel?
Fired up.
Woo!
Fired up.
What's up?
Mighty
God. And who gets a green sheet?
Everybody.
Get
your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody get your green sheets.
Hold on now, guys. Wait a second. We got to stop something. Somebody's born day is today.
Uh-oh. Drums, please.
Everybody needs to come off mute and say happy birthday to the voice of inspiration or indexing this morning. Mr. Troy's birthday is today.
All right.
Across the
Happy
birthday,
Troy.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Somebody let the cat out the bag.
But what?
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hey, Jen. But why did Troy look like? Why did it look like he was caught off guard? Like, is it my birthday for real? Is it today? Is it? He had that look on his face.
Am I wrong? Because that's how it came across my screen at 5:30 this morning.
So Troy, happy birthday, brother, from the whole village. Initiated by Miss Jen.
I appreciate it.
There's some energy for you this morning, okay?
All right, y'all. So here we go. Great job, Troy. Happy birthday, and many more to come to you, sir. With that being said,
thank you.
We're gonna get this thing jumping because I got a funny feeling today is going to be fire. So with that being said, I'm gonna take the ball. Let me see. Who am I gonna pass the ball to? I'm gonna take the ball and pass it to See who we got. Who we got? See, I got. So I'm gonna take the ball and pass it to a lady who has been turned up ever since she got started with Experience. She got started a little more than I think 2 months ago. Her and her husband came in this thing and are blazing the trail. So with that being said, I am gonna give it up to the one we call Money. No, Mo Money Mo. The flow is yours. Mo Money Mo, you got the flow. Bars.
I wasn't even expecting that, Uncle Jock. Thank you, though. Good morning, everybody. My money-making activities this week. I really have been focusing on my weakness, which I'm trying to make my strength, which is team building. And so, yeah, just all the trainings that we've had have just taught me how to change my mind about building a team. So I've been working with some good people and just, putting it out there. And I'm believing for some great people to come in and be a part of this community. And some people I think might be online today. They're on the other side sometimes, but they're checking it out. And I really believe we can change some lives. So I appreciate these trainings because, like I said, that's one thing I really didn't know how to do is build a team. So that's what I've been focusing on, but I'm still, doing green sheets and following up. And it's just, amazing to be on a good team with Miss V and this training. So that's what I got.
Here's something. I don't know if y'all caught this, but for y'all that who in here works out in the gym, works out in their home, or works out in their mind? Y'all know what I'm saying when I say work out in your mind, right? Like sometimes you get up and you be like, okay, I'm gonna work out today. You start doing push-ups in your head, start doing sit-ups in your head, then start doing curls. Then you be like, that was a nice little workout. I did a nice little head in the brain workout. Y'all, anybody tracking me?
All day.
No, but she said she worked the area that she's having most trouble in. Man, I don't know if y'all caught that one. It's just like working out. If you got a part of your body that's not as strong as the other parts of your body, like guys, y'all know what it looks like when they say, hey, that dude must skip leg day. Walking around buff as a mug up here, waist up, he big and swole. He looking like Swollen Nolan, right? From the waist up, Swollen Nolan. And then from the leg down, he looked like he got the golf club putter stick legs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying all that to say, Monique, thank you for sharing, because your transparency probably helped a whole lot of people this morning, because there are probably a lot of people that feel like you, that feel like phone calls is my weakness. Recruiting is my weakness. Talking to people is my weakness. Setting field trainings is my weakness. So ladies and gentlemen, take the nugget that Mo Money Mo just dropped and put that in your pipe and smoke it. You feel me? Like go at the things that are hindering you, that are restraining you. Go after it. Like the stuff that you fear most, go head on with it. Because once you kick that door in, guess what? It's not going to be a fear anymore. Now you've overcome that false evidence that appears real. Does that make sense?
Yeah, can I say this too, Uncle Jock?
Yes.
I just add that it is a mindset, because I really did have the mindset of recruiting as opposed to team building. And that's something that, I've heard over and over again. I'm like, man, it is a difference. And so now just trying to, use what I've learned. And so, yeah.
So did y'all catch that? Is a difference between team building and recruiting. I've seen so many people come in this business and recruit. I'll say this, I'm so many people. I came in and recruited. But guess what? Didn't have a system to plug them into. Didn't have any leadership to attach them to at the time. And here's the other thing. If you recruit people, Don't keep them and hoard them to yourself in a little corner. Some people do that. Like if they've never built a team before, they're going to take their folks and they're going to put them over in the corner like a stray dog. Like, leave my little puppies alone. I got my little puppies. They're my little puppies. They're nobody else's puppies. And I'm going to puppy these puppies until these puppies become grown puppies. Y'all feel me? Don't do that. Plug them into the program, into the system. So thank you for sharing, Mo Money. Mo, who you passing that ball to?
All right, I'm gonna pass the ball to a lady who I reached out to yesterday, and she gave me some nuggets as well. And I just appreciate her, and I hope she knows I'm getting ready to call on Go Jen.
Go Jen. The flow is yours.
I'm sorry. Thank you, Mo. I was about as surprised with that one as you are when it got thrown to you this morning. I wasn't ready. It's one of those tired mornings. I'm here dancing, but I'm still here. I'm plugged in. I'm exhausted. But my money making activities, I did a lot this weekend. Not even so much as business wise, but for myself more or less. I took the Friday of basically having it off. I did my time blocking. My time blocking literally turned into a booklet for every single day of the week, for all of the trainings I wanted to attend, for all of the things that I have been lacking on going to lately. I even changed everything in my Calendly to do it. I got my CRM straightened up because I wasn't moving files. I wasn't keeping notes. I caught up on about 11 pages worth of notes this weekend. So my money making activities were literally me just reorganizing myself. I needed to take that step back, go through things, accomplish some of the things that I needed to get done a while ago, but I just kept pushing off. I work with my team daily. If anybody on my team ever has a question, I am always available. And if I don't have that answer, I go find it for them. So I tend to slack on some of my own things that I need to get done to keep myself organized for the business. So my money making activities were me just reorganizing my entire system even here and making sure I'm more plugged into all of the trainings.
Hold on, Jen.
That was me.
Hold on, Jen. Y'all see this? I'm pulling over. We got to talk, Jen. All right. So, Jen, can I have some courageous conversation with, not with you, with the team? Can I have some courageous conversation, team? So, how many of y'all love Jen's energy?
Absolutely.
She brings some energy and fire to the table, right?
Love
but
it.
see, sometimes people only see what they're exposed to. Does that make sense? The reason I say that is because how many of you, if type in the chat right now, what you think Jen's current rank is right now? I'm gonna show y'all something. Type in the chat. Jen, do not give it away. Don't give it away. Go, Jen. So what do y'all think Jen's position is right now? Nobody type. Hold on. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
What are some of the things that people typed in, Troy? Because I can't see it for some reason.
SM.
All right. So I'm going somewhere with this. Jen, what's your title? We can't hear you. Go, Jen.
You on mute, Jen?
Sorry. Hold on.
Oh, y'all got the real.
Stop the echo for you guys.
Y'all got the real echo.
I am a senior financial associate. I am still an SFA.
SFA. Don't she move like an SM or an ED?
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that I'm talking about the way she moves is because I see Jen every freaking where on social media. Every house that I go to, every club that I go to, every organization that I go to, guess who I see in there? Jen. Jen's in there responding to posts. She's in there making connections. And see, this is the thing. Sometimes people feel like I don't have time to do that. Jen is in another group that we have. Some of you all are in that group. It's a beta test group. Jen is in that joint working like crazy. And she brings her findings back to the tribe. She brings her findings back to the village. Hey, everybody, this is what I just did. This is what I'm doing. That's leadership right there, ladies and gentlemen. She's an SFA operating like a sales manager slash executive director. When I found out her position just yesterday, I was blown away. I was like, you gotta be joking me. So Jen, what I'm telling you is keep doing what you're doing, because ED, you're gonna blow through SM and sprint right to ED. But I'm saying all that to say is thanks for sharing some of the things that you do, because it doesn't go unnoticed. And when you drop those nuggets, some of us are picking it up and putting it in our nugget bucket. So thank you for sharing. And who are you passing that ball to, Jen?
Okay, thank you for all of that, actually. You made me kind of cry. So thank you, Uncle Jack. I don't have no hands up. Why are there no hands up today? What is going on in here? You know what? I haven't heard from Nathaniel Hooker in a while. I see his dogs popping on the camera with him, but I'm pretty sure you all have seen my puppies come up in the cameras as well. So I'm gonna pass that ball to Nathaniel Hooker this morning. Thank you, you guys.
What's good, Jen? What's good, Jen? Always on fire. I see you. I see you. What's good, Village? Happy Tuesday. I'm a little sick, so I'm sorry my voice sounds weird. Yeah, my money making activities, like we talked about yesterday in our morning call. I had a good productive weekend. I was able to drip on people. I've got a meeting set up for this afternoon with a former agent. Hopefully we can get her signed in with an AOA. I've been putting my digital business card all over the place, and I had some ethos questions, because that's where a lot of that's where it mainly goes. Like the link for ethos is on my digital business card, so I'm trying to figure out the logistics on that, because that's going to be like quick and easy, right? And then I set up my I had a meeting with a Vietnam veteran this weekend, and we did a green sheet on him, and I noticed what he did have and what he didn't have is basically what happened. So we set him up with the ability to get a will and trust, and we're going to revisit. I got another meeting with him, I think it's Thursday or Friday, depending on what he confirms with, about what we can do with his will and trust and his property. So it's working. I just need to, my next money-making activity is the rebrand still, and my posts on social media. I'm trying to figure out the best way to start putting myself out there. Maybe I should just go to Jen's profile and look at what she's been doing and just copy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've got my brand set up. I'm the black sheep, wealth management. So I got Troy Gandy, my one sentence here. I'll get it over to you, my friend. I promise you. But yeah, we're doing it. We're behind the scenes. We're under the radar, because once it blips, it's gonna go high like my man's Kamal Whitmore. So thanks, guys. I appreciate it, and I will go ahead and pass that ball.
Hold on, Nathaniel. A couple things, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm seeing it happening, especially for some of you that are participating in Inside the Studio, making your videos, taking your time to figure out your brand, taking your time to figure out who you are, making a concise message to the public as to who you are and what you do and how you can solve people's problems. Okay, that's huge. You got to be able to package that up in a 30-second pitch or less. You don't want to mumble too long and make that thing hit, and then it just stretches out, gets too long, and guess what? It doesn't have any impact. So thank you for sharing, Nathaniel. And another thing that Jen talked about that I meant to touch on, you got to slow down sometimes to speed up. Sometimes you got to slow down and sharpen your saw, whatever that means. If it means reorganizing, if it means unplugging and I call it brainwashing, just kind of reprogramming your mind as you go. because this is a lot of stuff that we have to take in. You know, if you're just producing, it's already a lot of stuff. If you're producing and building, it's a lot of stuff that you have to take in. It's a lot of facets that you have to master. So I just wanted to commend all of you that show up and plug in. Like, y'all probably don't realize it, and I'm prematurely breaking the ice because y'all will catch this a little later. But your attendance is going to be very, 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 very important in these X Games, and we'll talk about that a little later. So thank you, Nathaniel, for sharing. And who are you passing that ball to, brother?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pass the ball over to Miss Maisha Bright. Ever since this lady's come on the team, her energy has been really high, and she's always putting that inspirational nuggets out for us. So please, Maisha Bright, tell us what you're doing on this Tuesday.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Good morning, everybody. Uncle Jock, you just said something, and I feel a lot better about where I am because you said slow down and sharpen your saw, right? Like slow down. I'm really big. My other side hustle is planners and
Okay.
teaching people how to organize their time. So I've really been sitting down and sort of like what Jen said on Sundays, like on the weekend, I sit down, what trainings do I want to do, getting organized. But I don't feel like I'm a month in and I'm in a new platform, right? So I'm learning all of the things. I'm coming to the trainings, I'm listening, I'm getting all the contracting done so that I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing, but I'm still working. I'm still calling people. I'm still last week I sent out like I don't know how many letters. I lost count. I sent text message. I went down my phone line, my phone contacts, and then I said I haven't talked to this person like 2 or 3 years, so I decided to clean my phone out. Right, you got to move with that positive energy. Right, like when you start soaring, we're eagles. You got to let the pigeons go, right? You just got to let everything else and just stay focused. So I appreciate that. Slow down and sharpen your saw because I don't have to come in. My story is not going to be somebody else's. Somebody else maybe in a month may have just smashed it and had all this stuff done, but I'm learning this total new environment and I really appreciate everything I'm learning. So just being present, just posting and working every day, I'm here, but I believe that planting those seeds is going to amount to something. I don't think what I'm doing is in vain. Right now I'm functioning on faith.
I love it.
Does that make sense?
And Maisha, here's something that's huge that you touched on. Basically, soar with the eagles, let the pigeons go. You know what I mean? Fly above the pigeons. And the thing is, here's the thing, and I tell people this all the time, and hopefully this will resonate and stick with some of you all. Your race is your race. Your pace is your pace. You know what I mean? You set the tone and the beat of your drum. And that's your beat, that's your drum, that's your pace. Don't worry about who's in front of you, who's in back of you. Worry about your space, your pace, and your race. Did y'all catch that? Worry about your space, your pace, and your race. I see so many people get caught up on, I can't keep up with those people. They're not put here for you to keep up with them. You're going to have somebody saying that they can't keep up with you, and so on. Don't get caught up in who's running beside you or any of that. What you do is you want to get caught up in the turbulence from the team so that turbulence can pull you along. Does that make sense? Y'all seen race cars, how race cars get behind each other. They create what's called a drift. So if the car pulls to the right, guess what? That drift is going to pull whoever else is in that current. And so what you want to do is you just want to stay plugged in. So what happens when you plug something in the wall? They're currents. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
They're grounding wires, they're currents, they're frequencies. And all you want to do is make sure that you're plugged in to these frequencies so the currents can eventually attach to you and pull you or push you right along. Does that make sense?
That makes total sense. It's building momentum, and I
Yeah,
have to have have to have a strong foundation to build on. So if you don't take time and do the foundation, what are you building on? If I just start going with no foundation, so I know
absolutely.
that makes perfect sense. Thank you, Uncle Jock.
Yes, yes, yes. So I hope y'all caught that. Like people miss just plugging in. Our style of training is so unorthodox that most people miss it unless they're actually taking notes because we don't train from a traditional aspect of showing slides all the time. A lot of our training is in painting pictures with our words and conversation. And so it's easily misconstrued. A lot of times I've heard, man, y'all don't do enough training. Man, we train all the time. You get 3 facets of training here every morning. You get Uncle Jock's courageous conversations and testimonies from the field. That's training. Eric comes on and gives a master class at the top of the hour. Guess what? That's a training. And then Rita comes and recaps and boxes it all in. Guess what? That's a training. So hope y'all getting that. With that being said, we're gonna take one more. Maisha, we got one more hand up, and then we are going to the power hour. At the top of the hour, we got a great special guest today.
This young man right here, I've heard him a couple times. I think I want to grow up to be like him. We got off the field.
Thank you so much, Miss Maisha. So yeah, I mean, you're doing great things too. So I'm excited that you on this call as well. But Uncle Jock and all y'all got me thinking today. And it's funny because I was thinking last night, and I was thinking back when I was playing football, and when the season started, and it's preseason. We're going as hard as we can. We're on the line. Everybody's literally dying, just trying to make the times, trying to make their 100-yard dashes, 100-yard sprints in 15 seconds, 14 seconds, because we had different times for different weight limits. Like the O lineman will run with the O lineman, let's say for 20 seconds. The running backs and the quarterbacks would run for 16 seconds, and then the receivers and running backs will run for 14 seconds. So everybody had to go on their own pace. But the thing that really brought the team together and the people together to get us through those humps and through those tough times was the players. When we're winded, when we're gassed, feel like we're gonna fall over, we're leaning on the person right next to us. And I just look at that as this village. Since we are getting trained, we are getting so much good stuff soaked into us, even after hours, we still have leaders that we can lean on when we have tough times or just questions or just anything that's going on. So throughout your business journey and just throughout everything, lean on each other. This is a village. We have so many talented people in this village, and we're just scratching the surface, right? We're all going to be recruiting, we're all builders. So we get to, each and every one of us get to individually pick who we want in our village. And so far, we haven't missed. Everybody on this call is bringing some game, bringing some knowledge, and just teaching everybody. And it's just a master class, really. But that's the biggest thing. Lean on our village, lean on the things that all of us are doing because we're all doing great things.
Yes, yes, yes. And and Zay, just to piggyback on what you're talking about with the village, let me paint a picture for y'all that you probably won't see painted anywhere else. How many executive directors do we have on this line right now? Lacole, if you were to, how many executive directors do we have on the line right now?
I think we have you, Dr. Teresa, myself. I don't know if Trish is on.
So Trish, Trish is a regular participant. So we're gonna count Trish. Okay. So you, Trish, I see you, Kamal.
I'm here.
You, Trish,
Come on
Doctor.
in the making.
Who is that?
I said, come on in the making.
Oh yeah, Kamal in the making. So
I'm here.
we got Dr. T.
Yes.
We got Takesha getting ready to be up. We got me, Meredith.
Yes.
Leah Lynch. Also Relly, Erik and Dr. Meri. Check this out. We got about 7 tribe leaders that have all decided to come together and consciously build this village out and say, you know what? The people in the village, there will be no agent left behind and no clients left behind. Like, where else have you seen tribe leaders come together and do that in this industry? It's unheard of. And as we continue to grow, just that alone is going to set a different precedence for us to be able to grow and be able to really, really make an imprint on this industry. So I just wanted to talk about that, Zay, because the village that we have operates a lot different than most other villages, families, teams, and agencies. Okay. So I just wanted to touch on that. And real quick, what I'm going to do, Tiffany, we got one more, and then we gotta roll. If you can make it quick, Tiffany, the floor is yours.
Okay, good morning. I just wanted to come on because Zay just touched on a very important conversation that we always have and Eric had with us. He said we're just scratching the surface. So that sticks with me because we are the bottom of the surface, and as we build, we get a little bit higher. And Uncle Jock always tell us to lay your bricks one by one. So as we're scratching that surface and laying our bricks, we are still building. And when we build, the build gets higher, and sometimes it gets so high we don't even know how far we have moved until we look down. So I just wanted to say that I'm continuing to scratch the surface, no matter how long it takes, and building is very important, but make sure you build with knowledge and not just the money that you make. That's all I wanted to say, Uncle John, because that just touched me very, very deeply when you're building and we're scratching the surface. And one more thing, I met a guy Saturday, and he was telling me he was one of the biggest money marketing managers with WFG. And I said, well, I'm with Experience Financial. He said, you with Eric Robinson? I said, well, this man know me. And I just sat there and looked like, yeah, I'm with Eric Robinson. He was like, oh, you got to tell me about the green sheet. I said, when you sign the AOA to come over, I tell you about the green sheet.
Yeah, see, people understand what we got, Nate, in other companies. I'm telling you, we got something great.
Yeah, they watching. They watching. I'm not gonna give it to you for free, and then you take it back to them and try to use that therapy because that's therapy for us.
Well, ladies
That's
and
all I
gentlemen,
want to say, guys.
we're gonna switch gears real quick. Thank you for sharing, Tiffany. As always, you're dropping some nuggets and leading from the front. So I'm gonna move out the way and let the index voice of inspiration bring up our next guest. So, Mr. Troy Gandy, the floor is yours, sir.
Woo-hoo. All right, all right. Well, let's all come off mute and give these awesome experts an applause for their powerful success stories with the man of courageous conversations, Uncle Jock. Yeah, we're on fire this morning. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy.
Morning.
All right, and cut. Well, that's the first part of our show. So, all right, everybody, as we transition to the next segment, take time to send out those last minute text messages to your team and prospects because it is now time for part 2 of Good Morning Experts. You're going to want to take some good notes. So if you don't have in hand already Get a good pen and pad in hand because it's now time for me to introduce our next speaker who will be sharing some great nuggets to help you grow your business. So, last but not least, again, let's together count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome again to Good Morning Expert. It's now time for our masterclass of the day. And to help us with that is not just anybody. He is our distinguished guest speaker of the day, a man who has proven resilience and determination, perseverance, adaptability, and success in life and in business. As an ED with Xperts Financial Group, he continues his mission to serve others in the life and health insurance industry. With no further ado, present to some and introduce to others the Professor Leco Elijah Pye.
Oh, is that all about me? Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much, Mr. Troy. Thank you, everyone, for being on this morning. I appreciate every single one of you. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
The
All
floor is
right. So
yours.
we're going to start with the normal tradition. So, team, what's up? How's everyone feeling?
Fired up.
Fired up.
And what's up?
My income.
And the last one is what's next?
Drilling till you
Till
killing.
you kill it.
I might be a little bit out of tradition there, but I know you all got the message, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So this morning I'm so excited to be here. I want to first of all thank Mr. Erik and Dr. Meri for allowing me and my team to come on this platform to learn. And like I have always said, they don't have any money line with me and my team, but I'm so grateful that they allowed me when I came into Xperia to come on this show. And ever since being part of this show, it has helped me, it has built my team. It has also helped a lot of us here because as a family, we grow together. And I also want to thank Uncle Jai for what an awesome man he is, the Joshua to Moses. I mean, that's the way I can describe him. Because I mean, that is the best friend, the best business partner that anybody can ever ask. And I really respect this man, his tenacity, his discipline. And I really appreciate when he called me this morning and said, "Hey, Cole, can you share something this morning?" And I cannot say no to that. So thank you, Uncle Jack, for being who you are. And also Mr. Troy, the inspirational voice. We appreciate you every single morning. Being the MC, coordinating this call. I really appreciate you for what you do to this family and to this village. And to every single one of you that is on this morning, I really want to thank you for sharing your excitement, your activities. We say that you share because you care, right? Because some of those things that you share has motivated some other people. We say iron sharpening iron, and that is biblical too, okay? So thank you all for sharing. And I'm going to jump straight into what I have for us this morning. And I'm going to break some traditions, okay, a little bit. I know Uncle Jab mentioned earlier that most of the time on this call, we don't do PowerPoint sharing and all of that. Hey, I'm used to sharing PowerPoint, right? I'm kind of a visual person. I know you want to see things that I'm sharing. So please feel free. You want to take a screenshot or take a picture, hey, that's fine. All right? Because we are here to share information with everybody. And and the last thing I will say is, no matter what I share this morning, your mama's food is always going to be your mama's food, okay? I cannot give you better food than Uncle Jack, than Erik and Dr. Meri, right? So always go back home, right? When you go back home, you eat your mama's food, you can't compare it to any food you eat outside, all right? So I want to put that out there to every single one of you. So quickly, I don't know if I can able to share my screen yet. Can I share my screen? Okay.
Yeah, you should be able to.
All right. So let me see here. So y'all let me know when you see my screen. Everybody see my screen?
Almost. Yep.
I can see your
Okay.
screen.
All right. So let's see from here. All right. So I want to share why do we want to build this business? And for those in my team and those who have talked with me for a while, right, I always focus on why. My why is very, very important. Why I build this business, why I do a thing. If I can find the reason why I'm doing a particular thing, hey, you can hardly stop me, because if I understand the why, like we always say here, your why is more important than your how. And once you understand the why you are doing a thing, the how won't matter, because your why is what will keep you going. And I always use this example. If you are hungry, right? If you are very, very hungry and you see an apple tree and you know that that is an apple tree that have apple on it, you don't care all the broken bottles and the thorns and everything that is at the bottom. You just want to walk to that apple tree and just pluck the apple, right? So your why should be very, very, very important to you. So when we talk about building a business, right? We want to build a business because business is about lasting more than is about winning, right? You are building to last. Are you building to last, or are you building to just get recognized? Why are you building the business? Do you want to just gather people? I know there are people that just want to just have people around them. Some people come on this call and they just love it. Hey, best way to start your money. Nothing wrong with that. But you should have a strong why you are doing it. Number two is you are extending your market beyond your one market, which has its own limitation. One market has its limitations. At some point, you're going to run out of your one market. But once you build, right? I come from WFG, and I always reference to this guy as one of the biggest builder in this industry, right? He said, if you are a builder in this business, and I see a lot of conversations, people say something about building this money on this call, right? So if you are a builder means you are bringing people in. Anybody that you're bringing in, you don't just bring in that person, you bring in their entire family, you bring in their entire market, right? And the market that you don't know, that some of them don't even know. So that's why we always want you to go beyond just your one market, because one market has limitation. Your business needs clients and revenue to survive. Every business is in business to make money. And I always say this, even NGOs, non-profit organizations, right? If they don't make money, they can't pay the employees, right? If they don't make money, they can't take care of the logistics. So if you are in business, you are here to create what? Revenue, so that you can survive. Number three, the ability to condense time frames, provide income security, and buy back your time, right? We always say it's better late than never. It doesn't matter how old you are, what age that you are right now. When you start building your business, you are going to try to condense time frames, right? Some of us have worked like 20 years, 15 years, 30 years, and you're like, how long can I continue to do this? And I do have to work until I drop, right? But when you start building a business, especially in this industry, right, you are condensing your time frame. You are providing income security for you, and you buying back your time. That's very, very important to me, right? Let's go to the next one. Why do you want to build a business? Number four, we are independent contractors. So we get to build our own business, write our own paycheck, but you don't need to work alone, right? They say if you want to go fast, you can go alone. But if you want to go very far, you have to go with what? With a team. That's how you go very far. So this business is way more fun with a team. When you have a team. Hey, I would have come on this call this morning and just talking if nobody was here. That's why we have a team. That's why it's fun. That's why we are shutting each other up, right? Because it is fun when you have a team, when you have people that you can lean onto, you have people that you can collect idea from, you have people that are sharing their experience. So it becomes fun when you're building with a team. Your team will root for your success and learn from your mistakes, right? It's just like when you have a child or a family, right? You will learn from each other's mistake. A leader will always don't want his team to make the same mistake that he or she made, right? So we learn from each other's mistake. Events are infinitely more impactful when you have your own team sharing and planning their future thoughts with you. So, like we're talking about convention now when they're coming up, right? You see, especially in graduations, when they call somebody's name, if they have a lot of family there, they cheer oh for him. And then when they call some people, they don't have nobody there. You know what happened? The person feel like he's alone, right? Some of us have been through that situation a couple of times, but thank God that we have a platform here that allow you to build a team. If you don't have a family that is cheering for you, you have a team. You have an opportunity here to build a team, right? If you don't have people that love you somewhere, know that every single day when you come on this call, you have people that love you, that want you to be successful. We might not be there every time to tell you, but deep in our heart, we are cheering for you every single day because we believe that your success is our success, right? Number 6, we talk to clients because we know we are able to dramatically improve their lives. It's the same when you change somebody's life by recruiting them, right? You know, sometimes we put a lot of stress and overweigh the issue of recruiting. Recruiting to me is just like extending the opportunity to somebody else. And I always tell my team, I always tell anybody, do you like what you have so far? If you're on this morning call, do you love the excitement? If you are in this business, right, do you love what you are experienced so far? Have you gathered any knowledge? Has what you've learned so far in this business, on this platform, improved your life somehow? Have you known something? You know, your life is different than what it was a few years back or few months back. If that is the case, don't you think there is somebody that is still in your shoe, the way you were before now, that would also love to have that experience? That is why you need to extend the opportunity to them. Sometimes we just feel like recruiting, oh, I just want to recruit so that at least this month, let me have 4 or 5 or 2 or 3. No, recruiting is extending the opportunity that you have to somebody that you care about. Sometimes it goes beyond people that you care about, because if you care about our community, you care about your society. Somebody said some time ago, he said, if you don't talk to your neighbor, right? If you don't talk to people in your community and they don't get the financial education, they don't put their financial house in order, they don't have a stable income, what if tomorrow your child or your grandchild married into that family that never had financial education, never have financial planning, don't have anything in place because you thought they don't need it, right? That's why everybody needs what we have, because you just don't know who in your family is going to join anybody tomorrow. So that's why anybody you come across, extend the opportunity to them. So it's kind of limiting to say people that we care about. We want to extend this opportunity to everybody in our society, anybody that we come across, right? So we have the best opportunity in the industry. So why won't you want to offer it to more people searching for a chance like Xperia? You love Xperia so far. Why are you still here in this company? Why are you building this business? Right? Why did you sign that AOA? You know, Jeff Bezos was interviewed, and he was asked, why is it that Amazon is still exploring just as the day one? And he said the number one reason is because they want to maintain the day one momentum. You know, I'm a Christian, and the Bible says the joy of your salvation, that first day that you recognize, that first day that you saw that presentation, that you signed your AOA, what was rolling through your mind? Oh, I'm going to use this. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to change my zip code. I'm going to change my family's life. I'm going to make sure that if something should happen to me tomorrow, my family is going to be okay. I'm going to share this with as many people. Wow, I didn't know that such information exists. This person don't know it. But then at some point in our life, something happened. But the question is, all those things that came across your mind that day that made you sign that OAA, now that you are thinking about quitting or you're thinking about slowing down a little bit, I know sometimes we slow down to catch up, just like Uncle Jam mentioned earlier, right? We slow down to increase the speed, to gather momentum and stand and then get back up again. But if you are at the point of contemplating on quitting, think about this. Those things that you said we're going to use this platform to change in your life, have they been checked out yet? If not, just keep going because you have the best opportunity here. I'm going to stop this and I'm going to share another screen with us, okay? So give me 1 second. I'm going to bring this back up. All right. So why is it important for us to do what we are doing? If you still don't believe it, let me show you some examples here, all right? Because in this business, especially in this Xperts, why are people coming from other agencies over here in Xperts? Because they see something that they don't have where they are. You know, most of the time, right? We don't recognize what we have. Like I shared with you yesterday, that sometimes you don't appreciate that dirty water in that well until that well runs dry, right? So let's look at some of the benefits of building this business. The general override versus agency override. So why are generational overrides so important? I know some of you might think that, okay, I don't need the money. I'm just here to just help as many people, right? But let me tell you, we have situations in this country, the hurricanes happen, disaster happen, fire disaster happen. But if you have the money, you can be able to donate, you can be able to help. There are people that actually need help that when you make more money, you can be able to help them. Let's look at override. It allows you not to work until you die. Because I know some people are saying, I'm going to be working until I drop. But not every company will be employing you while you are dropping. Because at some point, right, you have younger people who are applying for that same job. So you have to make sure that you put yourself in a position so that when you don't have that much energy anymore, when somebody says you are not fit to work here anymore, you can be able to still live the life you want. And then it helps you to retain your best agents. It also allows you to give equal opportunity to everybody. Everybody. It allows you to create passive income. That even though, I mean, let me share something with us about Xperts. Because in my previous company, when I used to tell people, when you write a business, right, you only get a residual income on that business for 10 years. So let's look at an example of a young lady or a young guy who is 30 years old. And I run that illustration. I say, okay, this IUL, you pay this policy, contribute to it until age 65. At age 65, you already built some cash value. As long as you stay disciplined, putting this money in, it can be able to take care of that policy can be able to take care of itself, right, for the rest of your life. So this is a 30-year-old young individual that be paying that policy for 60 until age 65. That's 35 years, right? but I only get paid for 10 years on residual. But here in the Xperia, most of the product of the companies that we have here, you get paid for the rest of the life of that policy. Isn't that awesome? So you can create a passive income for a long, long time. I mean, what about the freedom? You know, there are two things that are important in this country. You like it or not, money and time, right? Some people have a lot of money, but they don't have the time. Some people have the time, but they don't have the money. This opportunity here, this platform, building this business with Xperia, allow you to be able to have that time and money together. What about the lifestyle? What about the predictability, the stability, and equal opportunity? What about the ownership, the silver legacy, the gold legacy, the platinum legacy? Let's just talk about the gold legacy, right? If I become sick and disabled, money continue to come in. For the next 10 years, my family will get, or me, if I'm still here, if I'm disabled, sick and disabled, I will get 75% of my passive income for the next 10 years. And after 10 years, 25% kicks in infinitely. What company does that? You see that these are the why you should build this business. We're not talking about the platinum or the platinum plus. 25% of your passive income will go to your family for generations to come. Generations to come. Now, let's look at this here. I'm going to go back to this other slide here. Let's look at the traditional MGA and the IMOs out there. You know, trust me, in Xperia, what I love about this platform is it allows you, if you want to be just an individual, to just make money and write business and make money, you have the opportunity here. You definitely do. But if you build, you have more benefit in building. Xperia allows you to be able to get to even the highest contract level with just your own pen, as long as you're making money and writing business. Some agency won't allow you to get to the highest contract level unless you recruit, right? But look at here, the traditional MMO idea, you build a book of business, right? Let's say you do 100,000 of annual premium, right? Yearly, right? 100,000, so that become 1 million of in-force policy after 10 years, right? Assuming 100% retention, right? Assuming 100% retention. And this is why you can hardly get 100% retention in when you are just an individual writing business. But when you build a team, the possibility is higher.
I'll go get the car.
Right? So now assuming lifetime renewal of that business is 2%, right?
The elevator's not working.
So
You gotta get a prescription? What's not working?
yeah,
The
can somebody
elevator.
mute, please? Okay, all right. So if after all this while, and you want to sell your business, and your business is selling 2.5 times of the value of your business, all you will get is what? 50,000. But look at the Xperia platform on the right-hand side here. How many of us here want to build a business that, God forbid, in 10 years from today, we can be able to work out our value, right? The equity that you build in yourself, that you can transfer to your generations, is over $1 million. Isn't that awesome? Right? So why are you doing this business? Because if, like I said earlier, right? If our why is important, the how does not matter. What is your why? Why are you here? Why are you doing what you're doing? When your why is strong enough, the person that said no to you today doesn't matter. You just say, okay, he don't get it yet. I'm coming back. He's going to get it tomorrow. Some will say yes, some will say no. But all you need, you just find some few people who will be of the same mindset with you, and you build a great business here that you can transfer. So always focus on your why. Don't focus on the how. Don't focus on the, All other things are important, the presentation, all that is important. But what is your why? Keep focusing on your why, the reason why you are here, why you signed that AOA that day, why you study to get that license. If you're not licensed yet, your why should be the thing that should push you every single day to study and get your license done. So that's what I have to share with you this morning. So thank you, and back to you, Mr. Troy.
Woo. Oh man, masterclass, masterclass. All right, all right. Again, you just got served a master class by one of the best in the business. So let's give an amazing, well-deserved applause for our very own Professor Elijah Pye. Mr. Cologne.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Elijah.
Thank you. Wow.
Great training, great training.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, family, this brings us to the Annie Willie Inspired Recap Relay. Now, this is where you get to reflect in 1 minute or less your most inspirational nugget of the day from this masterclass. I will then pass the baton to the next business runner. So let's get the hands up. We got folks on deck, and a man that always leads from the front. We can't get it no better. Let's go with it. Mr. ED himself, everybody's coach, Erik Robinson. Ready, set,
Wow.
boom.
I would say great information. My nugget I took away from today actually came from Coach Day when he broke down the reference of his football team in preseason and how I see how he was translating Uncle Jock saying, go at your own space, your own pace, and your own race. And when Coach Day broke down how the different football players performed at different levels, the offensive linemen, the wide receivers, and the running backs and quarterbacks all had different levels. But in village, in preseason, they lean on the village to help them out, and how we have a village to keep you going in that preseason when you get your business going, the importance of that. So that really was a powerful takeaway for me, Coach Day. Thank you much.
Troy,
Troy,
you're
you're
muted.
muted.
Bro, you on mute.
All right, all right. Thank you, Coach Erik, for bringing it into the zone. He was coming in hot with the hand out, and the outstretched hand we have now is the man called money. Go, 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 go.
You know something, brother? Brother Elijah, he got something made me thinking today about getting everything together. It's about getting in your mind and bringing a comeback. That's what he had me thinking all day. That's what he's thinking from that. He said he's setting yourself up for a major comeback so that his family can always reap the rewards of the work that he's doing now. Because he's just making the framework, great, so that when he's not around, his family is set in a good position, and he don't have to worry about anything and being financial difficulty because he set it up crisp and clean. So that's what I got him. What he said. I'm ready for a comeback and take over everything. That's what I was thinking today, brother.
All right, all right. We thank you for bringing it into the zone, man called money. And we got it going on. Yeah, he's coming in hot as well. Outstretched hand. And I see the hand in the back. That is none other than Miss Gaji, ready to run her business. Let's go.
Hey, family. I took from this that your why is extremely important. And it's not just about the immediate paycheck, the short-term goal. It's about longevity. You want your business to have longevity. And it's for the generational overrides, the things that actually change your life and change your family's lives. That's all I have.
Woo-woo! That's a sprinter right there. She's bringing it in hot. And I see the next hand out and ready to take it and roll. The baton is yours, Miss Jackie Ballard. Go, go, go.
Sorry, I had to come off of mute. This call is always, always amazing. There's always wisdom and knowledge, a lot of nuggets. Thank you, Professor Cole. Amazing training. You just gave me a reflection of when you said your why is more important than your do. That hit right here for me, because sometimes we feel, sometimes we forget our why and the reason why we're doing what we're doing. So that was a reminder, and I appreciate that. I was having this very conversation with my coworker yesterday, and he said something that kind of stood out to me. He said, Jackie, he said, just allow yourself to be successful. We don't allow ourselves to be successful. He said, and understand that there's a process to becoming successful. So that's what we need to work on. Just allowing ourselves to become successful, doing what we do. And that's all I have. I see Troy running. That's all I have, family.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Thank you, thank you, thank you for bringing it in the zone, Miss Jackie Ballard. And I see the next hand up, boy, ready to go. More business to run, and that is with Miss Tawana Chisley. Go, 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 go.
Okay, thank you. Yes, that why is extremely important, and also take to heart that your why can change. The reason why you came in may not be the reason why you stay in. So I just wanted to throw that out there, that my why has definitely changed over the past couple of years. So thank you, Nicole, Professor Nicole.
Thank you, Miss Tawana Chisley, the storyteller. You for bringing it into the zone nice and hot. And we're going to pass it on now to the man with the hand out, and he is ready to roll his business, Mr. Kamal Whitmore, the next ED. Let's get it.
I seen a conversation Jeff Bezos had, the owners of Amazon, the founder of Amazon, and he said, be, and I'm not saying exactly how he said it, but he said, be dogmatic about the vision, but flexible on the details. To me, that's the same thing that Lacole was saying. Your why can't move. It has to be something that drives you, and we can't get off of that. But how you get there, that's the different pace, race, and I believe place, I think was the third one. That may not be the same speed as somebody else, and that's okay. But don't budge on your why. Your why has to be, you can't move on that. Because once you know why you're doing something and your purpose and you stand on that, everything else gonna flex to you, like Neo at the end of the Matrix Part 1. When he realized who he was and he flexed, the whole world bent to him. And so I want you to flex in your why, and everything is going to bend to that space, and then all the what's will line up. Thank you.
That's what you call focus, y'all. Staying in your lane and bringing it to the zone and ready to roll with it. There's none other than the man. I think we skipped the one the last time, but it is none other than the man with his hand out, still ready to go with his business, Mr. Andre West.
Watch out now, watch out. Wow, everybody was sprinting and running hard this morning. Loved it. Your why, the how doesn't matter as long as your why is strong. The why creates the opportunities for the how. The how will come when you have a strong enough why. So this is just amazing to hear that again. And our why, with the business that we have, the business framework with Xperia, is unlimited, everybody. We looked at what was shared with us with those numbers. The numbers excite me. Building a business with Xperia is long term. It's longevity. It outlasts all of us. So wherever we want to be, wherever we want to get to, this is the business for it. Just get a statement, everybody, and just run, run, run. I see everybody on the top.
Thank you, Mr. Andre West. You know how to do it right, my brother. You brought it into the zone in style, and we got it now. Man in the lane is ready to run some more, and that is none other than Mr. Edison Romeo.
Yeah. I want to say thank you
Bring it.
because the number one thing is this. This is what Erik Robinson touched on yesterday, and just to see the flow and the transition, how the professor came in and just expounded on that. And that is what I love. You know what I'm saying? The synchronicity of bringing everything together here. And the number one thing is that's really part about the core foundations. This is about, making that six-figure master. Those are the four things. That's one of the four things. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. I love it. I love it. Thank you, guys.
Woo, woo. Boy, got some heat on his sneakers. I'm trying to tell you, boy, Mr. Edison is on fire, and we thank you for bringing it into the zone. And we have a young lady with a hand up, and she is ready to take it from you and keep it moving. That is none other than Miss Donnie.
Hi, family. How you doing? I'm piggybacking off of what Tawana said. Why I can change. Why I came in is because she asked me to. She presented something to me, and I just got in it. I jumped in it. I didn't know what I was doing. But now my why has changed. I see it now. I'm trying to retire next year, and I want to be able to provide for my family something that I had been struggling with for all my life. So I just want it has changed. So that's the thing. It has changed. So I'm sticking with my why. Like I can't remember what Ed said. He said that you gotta stay with it. You can't jump off the wagon. You gotta stay with it. So I learned a lot from this call in the rising. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Miss Donnie, for bringing it into the zone. Everybody bringing it in hot this morning. And we see the next hand is out and is outstretched, ready to take the baton is none other than the one that inspired it all, Miss Annie Willie. Come on in. Let's go, go, Annie.
Let's go, go, go. That's what a CEO is saying. Jim
Go.
Cricket. Yes. So that sentence and statement that Elijah says, he said that somebody gave us this opportunity. Let us pass it on to someone else. And that's recruiting. I use it a lot. The other day, my husband and I went grocery shopping, and I saw two men talking. I passed them, and I saw his hair was dread and very long. So that was a conversation piece. And I said to him, "Oh, how long have you grown your hair?" He said, "About 7 years." I said, "Wow, it's so long. Do you grease it and stuff?" And the next thing I said, "What do you do?" And he said, "Oh, I do on social media," and started telling me what he's doing. And I said to him, "Okay, this is what I do." And then he said, I said, "What about your friend?" He said, "No, that's my dad." So dad, whoa, 80 years old. And dad said, "You know what, in network marketing, you market yourself every time." Like he's marketing himself with that hair and all of that. And I said to him, "Look, come, we having an event and I'm giving you this opportunity because somebody gave it to me." He called me yesterday and he said that word made him want to get in touch with me. So thank you for allowing me to share, Troy. I gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you. I know y'all know what this means. Yeah, and we going to keep it rolling and keep it moving. And that being said, let me first slow y'all down a minute and say, wait a minute. Hey. This race is not over.
9:49.
This race is not over. It's got one more leg to go. And they say, don't go anywhere. This race is about to come to and finish. Get ready. Now, which brings us to cross the finish line is our own paralegal Wonder Woman. Human AI and our anchor leg like no other. She is an international recap specialist that captures it all. Miss Rita.
Thank you, Troy. Thank you. Thank you. And happy birthday to you again. All right.
Thank you.
Make your weakness your strength. Work the area you are weak at. Go at the things that are restraining you. Kick the door open. Kick the fear away. There is a difference between team building and recruiting. If you recruit, don't put them in a corner and they only have access to you. Plug them in the system. Sometimes you may have to reorganize yourself to stay plugged in. Stay plugged in into the trainings. Sometimes people only see what they are exposed to. Take your time to figure out your brand, who you are, and how you can solve people's problems in 30 seconds. Slow down sometimes to speed up. Slow down to sharpen your saw. Reorganizing, reprogramming your brain. It's a lot of facets to master. Your attendance is going to be very important in the X Games. When you start soaring, we are eagles. You have to let the pigeons go. Fly above the pigeons. Your race is your race. Your pace is your pace. Set the tone and the beat of your own drum. Worry about your space, your pace, your race. Get caught up in the turbulence of your team so they can pull you along. When you plug in, there are currents and frequencies that build momentum. Take time and build a strong foundation. You get 3 facets of training here on this morning call. You get Uncle Jock with the courageous conversation and the field trainings. You get Eric that does the master class, and you get myself that box it in with the training. We are a village. We have people to lean on. Lean on the village because we all are doing great things. We have about 7 tribe leaders that have decided to come together with a purpose of no agent left behind and no clients left behind. We are just scratching the surface. Lay one brick at a time. Build with knowledge. As a family, we grow together. We share because we care. Iron sharpens iron. Why do you want to build this business? Your why is very important. Understand your why. Your why is more important than how. Are you building to last or are you building to get recognized? Extend your warm market beyond your warm market. Builders means you are bringing them in, not just them, their family, their network. Your business needs clients and revenue to survive. Condense time frames, provide income security, and you are buying back time. Better late than never. Independent contractors, you don't have to work alone. It's more fun with a team. Your team will root for your success and learn from your mistakes. If you don't have family to cheer for you, you have a team. If you don't have people that love you, know when you come here, we love you. Recruiting is extending the opportunity to someone else. Everybody needs what we have. Extend the opportunity to everyone. Why are you building this business? What made you sign the AOA? What did you say you were going to do with this opportunity? Don't quit, keep going. Other people are coming here because they see something. The benefits of building a business with experience. The importance of generational overrides. Not working until death. It retain your best agents. It's an equal opportunity. Passive income for a long time. Freedom, money and time freedom. Lifestyle, predictability, stability, ownership. These are the whys of why you should build a business with experience. The difference between building a book of business versus building a team. If you want to sell, building a business will pay more than just that book of business. The how does not matter. Why are you here? The person that say no to you will not matter. Always focus on your why. Your why should push you every single day. That's it. That's all.
Whoa.
All right, all right, all right. Let's lower the mic right there. And again, let's give a round of applause to this outstanding, well-deserved professional woman, Miss Rita.
God bless you, Rita. God bless you, Rita.
Thanks, everybody.
Rita,
All right.
How do you do that? Like seriously, how you do that?
I don't know.
Oh,
Wonder
crazy.
Woman.
Oh man, super amazing, super amazing. Well, I
Math
get a chance to
student.
say thank each and every one of you for virtually coming out. And now, before I return the mic to the man that has inspired courageous conversations, since you all now have the how, let me ask you, what's next?
Drill
it till you kill it.
Drill it till you kill it.
All right, all right. I give it back now to the man of courageous conversations, Uncle John, for our marching orders of the day.
All right, all right, all right. Thank you, Troy. Man, today was on fire. If y'all didn't get fired up, if y'all didn't catch flames, your wood is wet. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, today there will not be any office hours, no office hours today. We'll probably resume tomorrow. So everybody go out there, get your X game points, get your X game points tonight. Get your teams and yourselves to plug in to the ED training, the special 4-step system. We'll be going over that tonight. Make sure that you plug in. Remember, mastery. Don't just show up 1 or 2 times. Master this stuff, because some of the leaders, we're getting ready to be leaning on some of these SMs to actually do some of the presenting as well. So remember, everybody master these 4 steps. The other thing is tomorrow, invite everybody to the BTO. Tomorrow night is our weekly BTO. Invite, and get your tickets. Convention, get your tickets. If you do not have your tickets, get your tickets. Jamie said something that really, really resonated with me. He said, you hear some people talking about they can't afford to get to the convention, right? He said, by any means necessary, make it happen, because you can't afford not to go to this convention. All right. So not trying to put any pressure on you, but I'm putting a little pressure on you. Get to the convention if you want if you want your business to grow. Get to the convention if you want your business to grow. So with that being said, love each and every one of you all. Have a great rest of your day on purpose. If anybody needs me, y'all know how to find me. Just reach out and I got you. Peace.
Yeah, Uncle Jack. Uncle Jack,
Yes,
just one announcement. There is always Xperts Masterclass. For those who want to attend the masterclass, check your email or check the back office. Xperts always have masterclass on Tuesdays. I think it's time for US, I think from 5 to 6. Masterclass, want to know how to run the business and all of that. I know all of you have those already, but you want to just get some outside idea too, just to add to what you know.
Yeah.
Check your emails here.
And again, real quick in closing, that's the great thing. We tell everybody all the time, we got so many different ways you can plug in and get stimulated. You know what I mean? So many different ways. And in closing, here's the thing. The 2 things you want to pay attention to, especially if you're growing a team, is activate and graduate. When I say activate, you want to stay with your folks, massage them, slow drip them enough so they can eventually activate. And then when I say graduate, you want to make sure you can get everybody to their next promotion. Everybody graduate to their next promotion, their next rank advance. All right. So with that being said, DJ, I don't know if you can take us away. I don't know if you're on our heels. If you are on our heels, take us away. If not, everybody enjoy the rest of your day on purpose.
Likewise, likewise. Thank you, Uncle Jock. Thank you, Uncle Jock. Here we go. Here we go.
Thank you all.
Let's get it.